Welcome to another Teach Me episode where the pro players teach me how to play their favorite character in Tekken 7. So today we went to New York, America. We got FightingGM to teach me how to play with Lee. Lee is pretty much a difficult character, so it's good to get his thoughts. He's done very well with the character. He's beaten strong players, very strong players, including Arsenash as well, when they done their first attempt. So I thought it would be good to get him on board. If you lot enjoyed this, remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's get into the episode. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy King J, and today I'm here with FightingGM. So we're going to talk about the Lee Season 4 breakdown. So yeah, man, welcome on board, FightingGM.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
Nice one, man. So we're going to go through the changes. So the first one is during Rage, down 1+2. So we're going to put on Rage. Play Rage. So basically the move can now be performed from Hitman by doing down 1+2. So Hitman is... How do you do the Hitman again? Because I'm not a lead player at all.
You could just press 3+4 to go into Hitman.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can do it a bit faster, so you can see, like, it's kind of like when you do it, you don't really see Lee going to like Hitman.
Yeah.
You could do it from crouch. You just hold down back and then press 3+4.
Okay.
And it's like an instant Hitman.
Okay. So, what do you think of this change? You think it's a good change?
To be honest, I really don't use it whatsoever. Like I even forget that you can do a rage art from Hitman, but I feel like there's not really too much situations.
Really?
You could just bust out Hitman and then do a rage art.
Oh, okay. I thought like most League players would be like happy that he can do it out of a stance as well. Okay, cool. So we'll do 1-3-3. So 1-3-3 is the next change. Change the frame advantage when blocked from -10 to -11. Change the frame advantage upon hit from +1 to 0 frame. So that's this. Is that this one?
It's basically, if you mess it up, like it's 0 on hit now, right?
I can't even get the second one. I was getting the second one. Oh,
I think the second one is is 0 now, right?
Yeah, it's 0 on hit.
All right, so that's basically, it just leaves you at neutral if you mess it up. So that's pretty good. So like if you mess it up, because sometimes a lot of people, when you mess up like acid rain, people like to mash like either magic 4 or maybe like a quick 10 frame or something. So like you could play like a little counter trap, right? You could go for like a high crush or maybe a low crush if somebody goes a low.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could sidewalk after you mess it up.
Okay.
So it gives a little bit more room to do stuff, because before it was like -2 or 3 or something, so you really couldn't do much if you messed it up.
Yeah.
On hit.
Oh.
That is.
Okay.
So that's all right. It's pretty good.
Fair enough. And then we got 3-3 when hit and or guarded 4. So they changed the damage from 20 to 25. So let's see if I can get this.
Oh, that's for the mistrap. Yeah, they buffed the damage a little bit on mistrap, which is pretty good because it's a just frame and it's a little harder to do.
Yeah. So
like buffing the damage will make people want to use it a little bit more. So that's a pretty good change. The damage buff is always good, especially on a just frame move like that.
Do you do this move a lot, or
that move? I do it once in a blue. Like if I see like my opponent is just guarding a lot, or like if I'm kind of like feeling myself in a match, then I'll go for it. But it's probably not something I'm just gonna just keep busting out as like a reliable move. It's like one of those moves you do once in a blue.
Okay.
Just to style on somebody, pretty much.
Oh, fair enough. And then we got during Hitman 1-4. During Hitman 1-4-3, they say to change the frame advantage upon hit from 0 to 2 frames. So that's this, or what is it? One?
Yeah, that's that move. That's the Hitman jab.
Oh, okay.
Which is good, cause like before it was 0 on hit, and now it's +2. So you know, if somebody likes to swing afterwards, you can either do like a magic 4, 2, 3, or a crushing like that, and like Hitman 1-1 is pretty good after like back 4 and block into Hitman or down 3 and stuff like that. especially to stop people from sidewalking, because the hitman jabs, they track a bit. So if you notice that somebody's stepping and you don't want to really go for the homing move, you could just do hitman 1-4, and you could delay the second hit of the 4 also. And on counter hit, you get a crumple stun. So you could do like 1, then delay 4.
I've just noticed that the delay is like, it's quite a large box to press the 4. So like you could just...
that's the delay is pretty good. So you could catch him swing after the first hit, and you could counter hit him with the second one to get the crumple stun.
Okay. That's a bit far.
See? And then you get the down 2 into back 2 misstep combo.
Crazy. That is crazy. So it's good that it's plus. So you're happy with the change then of +2?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I use that move like once in a blue. Like it's not really a move that I think most Elite players would do too much. It's like once in a while type of move, you know, depending on the situation. But it's okay change for that move.
Okay, cool. And then we got during Hitman 1+2, they say second hit decrease the distance between the character and opponent when the move hits. So that is this move?
That's Hitman 1+2, yes.
So yeah, they basically just say that they decrease the distance between the character and opponent when the move hits. I would say this is like a quality of life change. What do you think?
I think it's a really good change too, because like honestly, before that move gave so much pushback that you couldn't do anything on hit.
Yeah.
And the move is +6, so a move like that you kind of want it to be. You want to be kind of close to your opponent, right?
Yeah.
And that move in general, a lot of people like to swing when they get hit by that. So the change of it leaving you close is better for like counter hit games or for like pressure stuff after you hit somebody with Hitman 1+2. Because after +6, you can't really move that much anyway.
Yeah.
Your opponent, that is. So a lot of people like swinging out for it, so I like it. Plus the move is fast. It's like the fastest mid he has out of Hitman. So
okay,
I think that's one of his better changes.
So would you say, like, you know, what would you do as a player? Like, obviously you're a very experienced lead player. What would you do after during Hitman 1+2? And say for example, if you know that they're gonna swing, would you just do Magic 4, or is there other stuff you would do?
I would probably, honestly, I mostly just go for down 3, because if you do down 3 after Hitman 1+2, it's gonna come out at 10 frames, right? Because down 3 is 16.
Yeah.
So the only thing they can really do is a crouch jab. So like, let's say you do Magic 4, right, from that distance.
Yeah.
The Magic 4 combo from that distance is pretty wonky to do. It's pretty hard. You can't do like the back 2 misstep. You have to like dash cancel, unless you do like 4-3-4, but that's a little bit more riskier, right? So you could do a couple of things. You could do down 3 to get the pickup combo if they do something like highs or mids or something. But if you're not too sure what your opponent is gonna do, you could just do down 4 into 4-4-4 or down 4 into 4-3-3. Because that's 12 frames, and on counter hit the first 3 parts of the string is free.
Okay.
So you could just do that if you're not sure what your opponent is gonna do.
Okay, cool. All right, and then the next move from that is forward 2-1. Increase the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. So, is this a good change, would you say, or?
Yeah, it's pretty good for that move, because that move, for some reason in this game, Lee has like issues with wall splatting characters, like back 1-1-2 and 4-2-1 and stuff like that. They only wall splat if you like fully like on straight axis. Like even if you like kind of close to the wall, it doesn't wall splat. But now, just about from any range, you can wall splat with 4-2-1 now. So that's a good, really good change. If like somebody whiffs on the wall, or if somebody ducks and you happen to hit confirm the 4-2-1, you'll be able to splat them from like most distances now, instead of just being a clean like on axis wall splat.
Okay.
So that's a better change. I think they should have done the same for back 1-1-2. I think back 1-1-2 should have got the same wall splat changes that 4-2-1 has, because back 1-1-2 has that issue that it just doesn't splat all the time.
Yeah.
It only splats if like they cleanly like 100% back on the wall, like right on the wall.
Okay, cool. And then we have forward 1+2. They say second hit change the damage from 24 to 20. Pretty much like a say damage nerf, but I mean, does that affect people using this move at all?
Nah, it doesn't, because it's only like what 2 points of damage, so you're still gonna be using it to punish like -13 moves. Plus, like it like splats pretty far, so like it's a really good move to use if you block like a hop kick next to the wall, or if somebody like whiffs next to the wall. You can do that too if you don't want to use 4-2-1. So you're still gonna use it. Plus, I think the Oki after forward 1+2 is better than 4-2-1 because it keeps you a little closer than 4-2-1. So you can run up and do like slide games or whatever you want. So it's still a really good move.
Okay.
You can run up and do something. See, as in 4-2-1 just splats you like really far.
Okay, cool. So anyone that does hop kicks, is this the go-to punish them because 13 frames and hop kicks are usually -13?
I think if somebody does a hop kick next to the wall, you want to do forward 1+2. But acid rain is usually Lee's go-to punish from 10 frames all the way to 14, unless there's a wall. If there's a wall, you want to do for 13, you want to do forward 1+2, or for 14, you want to do 4-2-1.
Okay. All right, cool. And then the next one is down forward 3-2-3. So what they done with this move is change the frame advantage when blocked from -16 to -14. What did you think about this?
That move, I started doing it a little bit more because, like before, like you said, it was launch punishable, right?
Yeah.
And the last hit gives a good pushback, right? So if somebody doesn't have a long range 14 frame punish, they're not gonna be able to punish you. Plus, a thing about that move too that a lot of people don't know is that you know how there is a 3-hit string, right? Down forward 3-2-3.
Yeah.
The second hit, the 2, if that hits you on counter hit, the last one is free, so Lee gets a combo.
Oh. So like, can he delay?
The second hit on counter to do combo.
Oh, he can. No. No, it could just slow it down a bit, right? No.
Yeah, you can slow it down a little bit too.
Okay. So that's the fast one. But it's like you can tadly like small.
Yeah, it's like a tad delay that you can do.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. And then you can delay the last hit. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the second hit on counter is a full combo, so it does pretty good damage.
Whoa. So you could do a bit too far. Let's say around here.
See, full combo.
Man. Whoa.
And then you get back 2, 4, 3, and then the back 2 misstep stuff. And then the first 2 hits is guaranteed on a regular hit.
That is crazy. So
yeah, so it's a good move because not from what I know, not too many characters have a long range 14 frame punish. You can still duck the second hit, but it's one of those moves that you're probably not gonna do too much, so somebody's probably not gonna be used to ducking it too much.
Yeah, they're never gonna be ready because unless you're throwing it out constantly.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then we have down to.
It's like a gimmick, pretty much.
Yeah. I was just thinking because like even if you got the delay, it's like you're basically just catching someone if they want to press buttons and if they have aggressive play style. But I think at high level, someone probably just backdash or even tried to side walk after this.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people too, once they block, like let's say you just do down 4-3 by itself, there's a lot of players that they can't stop when it comes to like you pressuring them or like a poke or something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of players like to swing back on things.
Yeah. No.
So if you play one of those play styles, like let's say they'll block your DF1 or like a back 4 or any keep out move, there's a lot of players that like to check with buttons a lot.
Yeah.
That'll get somebody to play a little bit more defensive and be more careful when you block and stuff.
Nah, that definitely makes sense. Okay, cool. And then we got down to change the damage from 18 to 17. Change the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter. All right, let me see. Oh, wow. I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, it's basically now you can dash up and do down 4-4, up 4-3, and then you could do a bound afterwards. You do the forward misstep cancel into forward 4-1. It's a little tricky. It takes practice.
Yeah, I definitely don't. Let me see. I don't think I'm gonna get it because
Yeah, you do down 4 and then 4 up 4 3 after that. You have to dash up and do it really fast.
Whoa. Yeah, it seems like something you have to practice.
It's the string. You know how Lee has down 4 4 4 4.
Oh, down 4.
Yeah, just do down 4 and then the flip that into the flip kick. So it's down 4.
Yeah.
Neutral 4 up 4 3. But you have to dash cancel after down 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to do that.
So I have to dash Nah, that looks,
yeah, you have to dash
hard.
in and then do that. And then after the flip kick, you can press forward and he goes into misstep.
Jeez.
And then you do the new bound. Yeah, it takes some practice. It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, nah, I'll leave that to you.
It's just a really fast dash.
One more time, let me check. Yeah, nah, I'll leave that to you. That looks fast. What do you think of this change then?
It's good because at least the move does something again. Because like back in like in Tekken 6 and earlier Tekkens, down 2 just used to give like a crumple stun, but you could break it, right?
Yeah.
So in Tekken 7, the move didn't do anything on counter hit. So it's good that it does something on counter hit. The move is still not too great because it's not an instant high crush.
Yeah.
So it's not really a move that's like too reliable to high crush, because if you, let's say you're playing against a Kaz and they do like a, you know, since electric has a big hitbox, you're gonna get tagged out. Or like if you play Falco round or something and do like a magic 4 or something, it probably won't crush. But it's good against like jabs and stuff, because jabs you can cleanly you know, high crush them and stuff like that. And the move tracks to the left also. So the only issue is that 1 is kind of slow, 2 it doesn't crush all highs, and 3 the combo is a little harder to do. Like if you don't like down 2 counter hit like on a straight axis, you're probably not going to be able to get the combo. But in all, it's a good change.
All right, cool. And then we got back 4. They changed damage from 22 to 20. I mean, I don't really see that being much to talk about, unless you feel like there's a reason why it's less.
I think they probably nerfed the damage on it, probably because a lot of people complain about back 4. So I felt like they wanted to nerf the move without nerfing it too much. So they was like, let's just nerf the damage a little bit. That's all I think it was.
Okay, so they seem to have done the same thing with back 3+4 as well. 25 to 20 damage. I think that's quite noticeable. I remember this move doing quite a bit more.
Yeah, they nerfed it a bit because it's a balance thing, you know, because that's a full-fledged wall bounce, so I can see why it does a little bit less damage.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have upward 3. They increased the lower range of the attack, so I'm assuming this might be for combos, maybe, or unless it's something different.
I think it's just the first hit has better range now.
Okay.
So it's like you could just do up 4 3 4, and then you could dash in and do back 3 3 for the pickup.
Yeah.
But that's one of the other moves that you're probably not really gonna use it too much because of how risky it is.
Yeah.
Because I really don't use that move at all. Like, I'll use it once in a blue, but I don't really use it too much. Just because you could duck the second hit. Yeah, you can mix it up with up 4 3 1 and stuff like that, but it's not really something that you want to rely too much on.
Yeah. Okay. You know, all this time I didn't know that was -12. That's a confession to everyone. I don't know all the minus frames. I did not know that was -12. Oh my gosh. I knew.
Yeah, that's -12. So it's like if somebody wants to play the little riskier game, like either do up 4 3 4 or up 4 3 1 on you, they could go for that. But it's like if you duck the 1, you're just eating chip damage, right?
Yeah.
And if you duck the 4, you gain a full launch. So it's like your opponent, like if they know the risk reward ratios, they'll know they could just duck, right?
Yeah.
And they won't really lose much. They'll just eat chip damage, and if the high comes, they'll launch it.
Okay. Yeah. It you know, with the high, I feel like I've always been able to kind of see it, because I feel like it's a bit more slower.
It's a little slower. It's slower than a mid.
Yeah. But this one, sometimes I'm just like, yeah, like I've seen it, but I've not punished it. That's quite crazy. I didn't know it was -12. I've always thought it was like -10 or anything, something like that.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, most elite stuff is like Most of these stuff is actually 13, but that one is 12. So
Okay, now that's definitely good to know. All right, we have the new move, which is, now this is controversial because I know a lot of people said that this move is pointless. So I definitely want to hear what you think about this move. So while rising 1-4 is his new move. So that's like a while standing 13 frame punish, and then he can go into stance. Now, even this, look, that's +1. Like, what do you think about this move?
Yeah,
it's good to hear what you'd think about this move.
that move is like, once I heard that they gave him a 13 frame while standing punish, it was like Lee didn't really need that. And at the same time, one of the issues is that most people's lows in season 4 got buffed from being -13 to -12. So like, there's not really a lot of lows anymore that he can punish with that. Besides, Dragunov's down 2, Brian's soccer ball kick, Nina's down back 3, and Negan's down back 3. Other than that, you can't punish a lot of lows. Like Miguel's down back 3, you can't punish with that. Bob's down back 3, you can't punish with it. It's a lot of lows you can't punish with that. So it's like, you're not going to be using it a lot just because it's not a lot of -13 lows anymore.
Do you think it's a good change then, or do you think it's there, but because there's been so much changes with the lows, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't think he needed it, but it's good that he has it, because like, if you block a 13 frame low, the damage is pretty good. I think one of the issues, when he goes in a Hitman, it should be more plus. Because like, being only +1 in Hitman is kind of whack. Because like, 1, the move gets pushed back on block, and 2, most of these Hitman options are really slow. Like, the fastest thing he has is Hitman jabs, and that's 12 frames. So it's gonna come out 11. So the opponent can do Magic 4 and trade with you, or just counter hit jab you or whatever. So most of the time when you do that move, you're probably not gonna go into Hitman. You're probably just gonna do it raw. Because without Hitman, it's like +4, right?
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Into something like that.
Another issue with the move too is the pushback. So let's say you do like, while staying 1-4 then down 3. If a character has like better movement or whatever, like Miguel or like Dragunov or something, they can sidewalk your option or backdash out of it.
Whoa.
So it's one of those moves that you don't really want to continue pressure with it.
Yeah.
You just kind of want to see how your opponent reacts to it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. It makes sense. So like, if you see this, you can't continue your pressure. Even though you have the +4, they can always backdash or sidewalk. So it's best to just dash in, maybe.
Yeah, you could probably dash in or something. Or like, if you notice like the guy's backdash isn't that good, it's just one of those moves that you just do to see how they react to it. I think it's more of a spacing type punish.
Okay. All right. Wicked. All right. So we got two more left. So we got during right sidestep 3+4. They change the frame of edge when blocked from -11 to -9. So let's put it on stand guard. -9 now, which again, it's another move that I didn't know was -11. Funny enough, because it's slow, I thought it was just minus. I thought it was just -9 anyways.
Yeah, that move's always been punishable. It's pretty much on hit from like certain axes, Lee could get back 3-3 combo normal hit. So it's pretty much like a normal hit combo.
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent. You're not really gonna do it too much, I think, because it's 20 frames and pretty slow. And it's a sidewalk move. I think if Lee had like a sidestep low, it'd probably be a bit better.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Claudio, so you can mix it up or something.
Yeah.
But it's one of those moves that's like, it didn't really need a buff because it's not one of Lee's better moves. It's one of those moves where Lee you're probably not gonna do too much.
Yeah.
So I guess it's all right if you just want to do it. You could kind of just do it because it's safe. So it's like, there's no reason not to just do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like the move is not really good. So it's like a useless buff.
But then he also has during right sidestep 3+4, which makes him go into Hitman stance and leaves it. Before it was -14 and now it's -12. Like, do you think this is a good change?
Not really, because he's like, I think any move that makes him still punishable that makes a safe move punishable doing Hitman is useless.
Yeah.
Because usually the reason why you go into Hitman after moves is for like pushback, right? In case somebody does like a poke so they can whiff and you can launch them, right?
Yeah.
Or if a move is like it would be cooler if the move was like unsafe, and then Hitman will make the move safer, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like Silvertail, crouching down 4-4.
Yeah.
If you go into Hitman, you can make it from like -14 to 13.
Oh.
But if it was a situation like that, then it would be a little bit better. But it's useless.
Okay, cool. One thing I just realized is that I didn't know that Lee, again, see, this is not something I didn't explore, is that Lee has 2 different 3+4. So if he sidesteps to the left, he has this one. If he sidesteps to the right, he has this one.
Yeah, it's 2 different 3+4s, one for left and one for right.
Didn't even know that. Is he like the first character to have that from 2 different sidesteps?
I think so, yeah. I can't really think of another character that has something like that besides Lee.
That's interesting. I did not know at all. Okay, so we've gone through the patch notes. I like to ask like every guest that I invite to the Teach Me series these 2 questions. So, number 1, what is the strengths and weaknesses of Lee in Tekken 7 Season 4?
Okay, I think the weaknesses and strengths of Lee in Tekken 7 Season 4, I think them lowering the wall damage, like wall damage doing like less now, kind of hurts Lee. Because like most of his damage comes from the wall, right? So like nerfing wall damage is kind of rough for him. He still does decent damage on the wall, but most of his damage came from the wall and shit. So you're gonna have to work a little bit harder because of that, because of the wall damage getting nerfed. Let me see what else. A lot of these weaknesses in Tekken 7 is more of system stuff, right? I kind of feel like the character's solid, but he doesn't really benefit a lot from the Tekken 7 system, right? Like he doesn't really have like a spammable like armor move. His raise drive isn't that great. You only could really do it off of like while staying 2-3, what's a whiff punish with it, you know? His offense isn't so great. Like, you know how a lot of characters in Tekken 7 have a lot of plus frames and have like really good offense and stuff like that. Like Lee doesn't really benefit from the Tekken 7 system a lot. So I think his strengths is his keep out is good. His punishment is really good. His counter hit game is also really good. He's pretty safe. Like he's not that punishable. And he's pretty fast also.
Yeah.
So I think those are his strengths, and his weaknesses is just that his tracking to the left isn't so good. His range isn't that great. Like you kind of like if you play defensive and play keep out and sidewalk left, you probably won't need to worry too much about like guessing a lot on him. Like Lee will have to force himself to do slide mix-ups.
Yeah.
And like the issue with that is that like while staying 2 doesn't have too much range. So like if you play somebody that has really good movement and stuff, it's gonna be really hard to hit them with a slide mix-up. Unless you knock them down for Oki and then 50-50 them, then it'll be a little bit easier. But I just think in general, Lee's not really a big 50-50 character. So that makes it a little bit harder too. Since he's not a huge, like he doesn't have like really big 50-50s. A lot of his stuff is just like chip damage pokes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you have to rely on like spacing and counter hitting and punishing a lot with him.
Okay, cool. And all right, last but not least, if the developer said to you, FightingGM, we want to give you one change for your character, what would the change be for Lee? Like, what would be the one change that you'd really want to see for this character?
There's one thing. Either make while standing 2-3 a combo starter and make it launch punishable like the way it was in Tag 2, or change the notation of Lee's flip kick to crouching up forward 3+4, so like it's easier to buffer the knee from crouch. So you could just like crouch and just do up 4-4 and then the knee comes out. Basically, I just want a while staying launcher. No matter what change they do, I just want one.
Oh, okay. So
because it's kind of hard. Like if you block a quick low that's like -15 or something,
Yeah.
you have to pretty much crouch cancel to do the hop kick from crouch. And like if you mess up, the flip kick comes out, and then the flip kick is launch punishable. So it's kind of rough. So that's one of Lee's biggest weaknesses, is that he doesn't have a while standing launcher. So like characters with like Anna and stuff that have like a lot of launch punishable lows, it's kind of rough for Lee against them.
Oh.
Because like you see the flip kick from crouch, you have to crouch cancel to do hop kick.
Yeah. It's quite. Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of mess
So
it
that's
up.
the biggest
You can mess it
weakness,
up and do the hop knee, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you could do the hop kick from slide, but again you have to crouch cancel, like press forward and then hop kick pretty much after the slide thing.
Oh, so like when you do this. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. You just did it right there. It's pretty hard to do. It's like the little slide notation and then forward hop kick. But I think if Lee had that,
Yeah.
he would definitely be like a completely solid character. But that's like his biggest weakness. The biggest thing he's missing when it comes to punishment. So that's why, like, I know some people think Lee's probably like top 5 punishers in the game.
Yeah.
I think he's probably like, he could be like top 10, but not having a while standing launcher is a big deal.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, cool, man. Well, FightingGM, thank you very much for coming on the show, man. Obviously,
No problem, man.
if the people,
I had fun, man.
yeah, nah, this was good hanging out and just talking about Lee, man. If people want to find you, I know you stream quite a bit as well, and people want to find you on socials. What are your socials? Let them know, man.
All right, my Twitter is FightingGM. My Twitch stream is GM League God, and my YouTube is also FightingGM.
All right, cool, man. Thank you very much. If you lot want to see that Lee content, go check him out. Obviously, he streams and he entertaining. I've been in his streams a couple of times and seen him play with Lee and a couple other characters. I don't know. You don't play Geese as much anymore, do you?
I dabble on Geese. I just find him really boring in season 4.
How come?
They nerfed a lot of his stuff, like his I'm a type of player that I like to do a lot of like counter his strats or pokes and stuff. So like a lot of his stuff turned from like -1 to like -6. So I feel like you're not really doing much with the character anymore when it comes in terms of setups and stuff, like conditioning or pokes. You're mostly just doing jabs and DF1s and stuff. So I find that kind of boring.
No, you know what? That's very good to say, because like I play Geese as well, and even then I was saying the same thing. I find him quite boring. It's like you're just doing jabs for the sake of it, sidestep freeze to open them up, and then maybe jab, sidestep into 2 forward 1. It's kind of the same kind of one road strat, instead of, you can't really have the freedom of kind of doing other things because of the way how his frames are set up. So yeah, I kind of just said, nah, I play him, but it's just kind of the fire is burning out when it comes to playing that character.
I feel too when it comes to him. I think because they nerfed all his like pokes and stuff like that. I feel like they want you to play Geese a lot more riskier. That's another thing. I feel like you kind of have to do like raw parry setups or like raw jump kicks to read lows and stuff like that now. So I feel like he benefits a lot from like risky play now.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you very much for the episode. If you lot like this, remember to subscribe, leave a comment. If you got any questions, smash the thumbs up button. And yeah, we'll be on to the next episode. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.